everyone. Today we are going to talk about how to resolve the JMeter issue where we are not able to record the scripts or the server calls. Agenda will be we'll start with a quick intro to about the speaker, problem statement, we'll talk about what are we trying to solve here, then solutions to it, the different options that we can try, and we'll also do a practical view of how to implement that issue. So this is like we have started this YouTube channel to help everyone, to share our knowledge, to make sure that the people can get to know about the performance and security testing concepts. And we will feel very encouraged if you subscribe to us. So please guys, do subscribe and do not forget to click on the bell icon so that you can get the notifications about the new uploads that we make, as this is always a work in progress and we'll keep sharing more videos to help you learn new concepts. Moving on to we'll quickly move on from this. I am Jitin. I am director at Perfeasy Enterprises Private Limited. I have 14 plus years of experience in performance and security testing. I have worked with multiple technologies, tools, domains, clients, and everything is written, so I will not repeat. So let's move on to the topic of today. First, let's discuss about what are we trying to solve here. So why this video or why this topic I took? Because there are multiple people who have asked me this question, that they have got an assignment to test a web application with HTTPS protocol, and they have to do this activity load testing or performance testing activity using JMeter. But when they try to record the script, they are not able to record anything, and in some cases they get stuck, or the JMeter doesn't record anything for a specific screen, for example an add to card. I did some Google search, so the most leftmost image is the search terms that people try to find when they get stuck on the Google search. This second one is, one of the person asked me that he wanted to record one web application through JMeter, but due to proxy he is not able to record. Here the person was getting stuck on a specific transaction, that is add to cart. In other pages the person was able to do the recording. The possible reason for not recording the server calls is that the JMeter security certificate that is to be configured on the browser is not properly configured. One reason is this, or the certificate that is added by the JMeter is not considered valid by the application. There are some situations where the applications have the proper firewalls and the antivirus and routers etc. have so much security that they do not allow adding any proxy between the browser and the server. So there can be some situations where it detects and it is the application doesn't allow proxy based recording. So but most of the places the issue is related to not like invalid security configuration or the security certificate, or the certificate is not properly added into the browser. So the first solution that you should try is, here the assumption is that you already know how to record and replay a script, a JMeter script. So if not, please visit our other videos where we have explained the recording and replay of a JMeter script. So here, what if we are not able to record? So do one thing. First, there are some situations where the certificate is not properly installed into the browser, that is why it is not recording. So and sometime this gets resolved when we restart the browser. So just do one thing, add the proxy settings into the browser, that local host and port number. Change the port number also the by default 8080, change it to 6060 or 555 or 55 or some other port number. Close the browser now. Start recording in JMeter. Now click on the start record. So here also in the JMeter, give the new port number so that the browser proxy and the JMeter is configured to capture the calls on the same port. Now start recording from the JMeter. Click that button. Now open the browser and start recording your calls. So in many cases, the closing the browser before starting the recording does solve this problem. If this problem is still not solved, try the solution second. So try to record the script using a different browser. For example, if we are using Chrome, so go for Firefox or Edge or an Internet Explorer. There are some situations that the specific browser or the version of the browser is not compatible, or it is not allowing us to add the certificate. So in many situations the issue gets resolved if we try to change the recording browser. And if possible, if you have access, please try with another laptop as well or another machine, because there are some situations where the firewall settings or the antivirus setting on our machine restrict the recording of that script. So do try with your personal. So if you are trying with your office laptop, there are many situations where the proxy is not allowed, or the changing the settings on of the browser are not allowed, because the admin of our IT team have restricted the access. So try to record the script using your personal browser, or try the same thing from your friend's laptop or some other laptop. If still this doesn't work with on the different browser or different laptops, still things are not getting recorded, there can be situation that my certificate that is JMeter is trying to use for recording is obsolete or not configured, not proper, is corrupted. So do one thing, download the latest version of JMeter again. Now I am assuming that you are already trying to record the script with the latest version only. So here just open the bin folder from this newly downloaded JMeter. In the bin folder you will find Apache JMeter temporary root ca.crt and Apache JMeter temporary root ca.usr. These are the two files, security certificate and USR file. These are the two types of files. Copy these files into the JMeter version that you are right now working on. So replace the files present in your bin from this newly downloaded bin folder of the JMeter. So if my certificate was not correct, now we have a new certificate into our JMeter, and try this time for recording and it should work. Around 60 to 70% situation, these three solutions are the solution work, and one of them would work and we should be able to create our script. But in some 30 to 40% situations where these three solution does not work, the final option is to perform the activity manually from browser. So we have to fetch the HAR and convert the HAR file into a JMX. JMX is the extension of JMeter script. First step will be, we need to open the browser and download HAR file from the browser. We'll see how we do this in the real life, or practically we'll also look at. So while we are downloading HAR file, there are two ways to do this. One is we browse complete flow, like I launch the application, I do the search, I buy the product, I check out, log in, log out, everything I record in once, browse once, and create the HAR, a single HAR I create, and I and then we use this HAR. But my suggestion is to create HAR files for every page separately. So every page should have a different HAR file, because it becomes easier to manage the script, and you would always know which server calls were made from which page. Otherwise, if we create one HAR file, the script will be very messed up and a lot of requests will be there, and it would be very difficult for us to find out which server calls were made by which page. Once we have all the HAR files or HAR files for all the pages, now we just need to use any online utility which is available. So one of the provider is BlazeMeter. There are some more, but I have been using this BlazeMeter, which is very easy to use. So just we need to upload my HAR file, and within a few seconds to a few minutes, BlazeMeter will convert this HAR to a JMX, and we can download that. Now we do one by one. We upload the HAR file and download the JMX. So to get the JMX files or the JMeter scripts, now we have multiple files. For example, one JMX will be for launch, second will be for search, third will be for checkout, fourth will be to payment, 5 will be maybe login. So there will be multiple JMX. So we need to merge all these JMX into one JMX file, one JMeter script. So that for that we will just need to do copy paste. Now let's see on the JMeter how this is done. This is one of the sample application which we are going to use for recording the workflow, or where we are facing the issue. So now let's see how we can solve the issue. So what I am going to do is I am going to press F12. This is a Chrome browser. So I clicked on F12. So here by default this tab will open, but we need to click on this network tab here. So elements, console, network, sources. So click on network tab. Make sure this is blank where it is written recording network activity. So this should be blank. Now what we are going to do is we are going to click on enter the store, and it would give me all the server calls that were passed from the browser to the server for this page. So now just right click here, save all as HAR with content. I'm going to give the name enter store. So the extension will be .har. I am saving it into this location. Let me copy the location, save file. Now as I told, my preference or my suggestion is to record each page in a separate HAR. So we are going to clear the previous content. Now I am going to do a search on this. So I am going to search for fish. Search. Results came in, and these are the server calls that are made. Again right click, save all as HAR with content, change the name is search.har, save it. So we are going to do recording of two pages only, the launch of the enter the store and do a search. And this is the utility I was talking about, which is very easy to use. Here we just need to upload my HAR files, and it would download or it would convert them to a JMX format. So now choose file. These are the two files that I recently created, the HAR files that we recently created, enterstore.har and search.har. Now select the first one, enterstore.har, click on convert. It would take just a few seconds to convert this HAR file into a JMX file. So now it had converted, and we are going to download the JMX file. So this is the JMX file for enter store. we have another HAR file for downloading. So select the second one is search.har, convert. It would process, it would take a few seconds more, and we can then download the JMX file. So till now we fetched the JMX or HAR files. So now here we can download. Okay, so now let me do one thing, just from these downloads to my folder where I have saved the HAR files so that it is easier to identify. Now open one instance of JMeter, and I am going to open one of my JMX, the first one, enter the store. So now see here, it has recorded the enter the store calls for that. This is a primary request for catalog, and these are the secondary requests, the CSS, images, etc. We also have one more search.jmx. So for that I have opened another instance of JMeter, and I am going to open the second JMX here. Okay, and this is the second search where this fish I searched. So this is here, this is the primary call for fish, and these are the secondary requests. Let me do one thing. Let me copy this thread group to this plan. Okay, so that I do not need another, and just I'm going to close it. So here this is the first transaction. So what I am going to do is I am going to give this a name using a transaction controller. So this was enter store. So and I am going to copy, we can drag or we can use cut paste as well. So now these are the childs of enter store. Similarly, I am going to create another logical or transaction controller. The name will be search, and I am going to copy all these calls from here. So now we have a final script. I can delete this one. Now this is my final script where both the pages. So similarly we can have more HAR files and more JMeter or JMX converted files. We can keep adding those as a separate transaction controller. So this would make our script easier to understand. Now I know where I have to do the parameterization. I have to do the parameterization here. Let's say there was one more screen where we were selecting the product. So there will be another transaction, select product, and there we will do the correlation and the other customization we will do. So just quick review. So first is make sure just close the browser, open the browser again before starting the recording, browse this. So just we are doing a quick review so that so first try this, that closing and restarting the browser works. Second is try a different browser and or a different laptop. Third is download the JMeter again to get a new copy of the certificate. Remember, the certificates are present in the bin folder. So copy the certificate files from the new downloaded version to the version you are using. Next, if nothing works, manually download HAR using the browser, right click, save all as HAR for every page. So HAR download for every page separately. Then we moved on, we opened that converter.blizmeter.com, and we use that utility to convert our HAR files to JMX files. Then we opened multiple instances of JMeter to open that JMX file and copied the request from one, or the thread group from one JMX. So like merge the JMX to one, create one final JMeter script or a one final JMX file. Here we also created the transaction controller so that it becomes easier to understand. I hope this video will be very helpful to you whenever you get stuck. So if in there this method is to be used if you are not able to record anything in JMeter, you can create HAR for all the pages, and in case there is a specific transaction or a specific page which you are not able to record, use this HAR to JMX method to record for that specific page and copy the request called by that specific page. Guys, please give your feedback in the comments. Let us know if you what are the other things that you would like to learn. We will try to incorporate your suggestions, your queries. We'll try to answer them. So please interact and do not forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.